Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel, The Humble Homestead Life. In today's video, I wanted to talk a little bit about your child that may have dyslexia or is a struggling reader. And I'm just going to share with you some of the items we used when we discovered that my middle daughter had dyslexia. And it was a very challenging time because I've talked about this before in another video, but when she was in about second or third grade is when we discovered that she was dyslexic. Things weren't clicking, spelling wasn't working, reading wasn't working, and it was just a struggle. And so today I'm just going to share with you what we did. So by the time she was in third grade and we discovered that she was not understanding letters and the sounds that they make and reading and spelling, we decided to stop what we were using. And at that time we were using a Becca curriculum, which is a fantastic curriculum, and I love it. My son used it and it was great, and the special sounds and the readers and all of that was wonderful. But for somebody that is dyslexic and their brain works differently, it was not working. So that sent me on a huge journey to trying to discover what I could do to help my daughter to learn to read and to spell. The first thing that we ended up doing was searching out a way that she could remember the letters and the sounds that they make, because she really struggled with that. And I remember when I was in kindergarten, way back in the day, my kindergarten teacher actually used a curriculum called Zoophonics. And that's what this is here. It's great because not only do you have a physical object and it's audible, you hear things, but you also have a visual object to look at to learn letters and sounds. So I'm not sponsored, by the way, by Zoophonics or anything like that. I'm just sharing with you what we use to help my daughter. And Zoophonics, they have a website. I'll link it down below. This, what I purchased, comes with flashcards and a DVD, and it's great. And the way it works is you have flashcards that have the letter on it in black, and then there's an animal in the shape of the letter, and then on the back of the card it has the regular letter. That's one set of flashcards. The beginning set of flashcards, I probably should have showed these first, but is an alligator in the shape of an A, and on the back of the card it gives you A is for Allie Alligator, and then they want you to do the movement that goes with this. So it would be like Allie Alligator, and then the kid would say ah, 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 like an alligator. And so this first set of flashcards goes through the entire alphabet with animals. You have Allie Alligator, you have Bubba Bear, you have Katina Cat, and it just goes all the way through the alphabet with animals in the shape of a letter with a little saying that goes with it, and then a little hand motion so that they can see it, hear it, and act it out. And this actually really helped my daughter. It really stuck, you know, and so we started with these, just going over these flashcards. The video actually has somebody telling you, you know, Allie Alligator, and doing the motions and the sounds, and so that's really great. Then once they've mastered those, you can actually use the ones that have the letter written on it and then the letter on the back. And this program tells you how to use it. You can lay the letters out. You can put, you know, you could put like, you know, B, A, and then if you want a D for deer, you can spell the word bad and have the child sound it out. So this is just the way that we used to help our daughter learn her letters and her sounds. And I know it sounds kind of backwards because she was in third grade but still couldn't understand it, but The blessing about homeschooling is that you don't have to worry about living up to your peers' standards or other mothers' standards of, well, where is your child at? Your child's not reading yet. Believe me, I've had a lot of that. And it took me a while to step back and to say, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It doesn't matter how old my daughter is and what level she is at. What matters is that she can learn to read, because once your child learns to read, they'll educate themselves for the rest of their lives. And that was my whole goal. So along with doing the zoophonics, we backed my daughter all the way up back to the Bob books. I love the Bob books. They're very simplistic. They use sight words, and what we did is we would pull out, this is, I believe, the first collection, and we would pull out book 1 and we would read it every day. And they're very simple. They have, the guy's name is Matt, and then we have Matt sat. And what we did for our daughter is we allowed her to read this over and over and over until basically she kind of had it memorized and could read it on her own. She would take the book down to her dad or to her grandparents, and she would be like, look, I can read. And she would pull the book out and she would read it because she had it memorized. But that's okay, because what this did is this gave her confidence in her ability to read, because, you know, she was struggling to read. So her confidence was boosted through the Bob books. And once we went through the Bob books, she had a better understanding of reading and letters and sounds, and had memorized certain sight words that actually she was able to read harder books after we went through all of this. So I highly recommend Bob books. Also, I believe they make little workbooks that you can do for the Bob books. I remember we had an app on our iPad that had the Bob books, and so that was really fun. She was able to do the little games on the app, and so we just kind of incorporated zoophonics, Bob books, the app, and that really got her to reading and feeling confident in her reading level. And then when she was confident in her reading level, as she got older and read books and we continued to progress, I created this spelling book with mnemonic spelling, because if your child is dyslexic and struggles with letters and sounds and struggles with reading, they're more than likely going to be struggling with spelling, which my daughter did. And so I created a mnemonic spelling book for her, and I did another video all about this mnemonic spelling that I created, and actually to this day, my daughter, who is 18, still uses some of the mnemonic spelling on words that she can't remember how to spell, but she remembers the little mnemonic phrase, which is wonderful. So I just wanted to share this with you, that if you have a child that is struggling to read and spell, do not worry about them, and just find a curriculum that suits your child's needs, because all of us are fearfully and wonderfully made in the eyes of God, and all of us have different abilities, and some things come easier for other children than they do for others. And so I just say, take your time, enjoy the process, and just research and find products and curriculums and things that will work for you and your struggling reader. I hope this video was helpful. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your other friends. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm just a mom, and I just wanted to share what worked for us in our journey with dyslexia, and I hope that these items help you. I'll put a link for all of these in the description below so that you can find them easily. And until next time, God bless and happy homeschooling.